On Monday, Pro Football Focus, a top football analytics site, released their top 101 players of the 2021 NFL season list. This list is purely based on the player grades that the site assigns to the players, and 6 Kansas City Chiefs made this list. So I want to talk about it. But first, how about those? If you're watching this and are as big of a Chiefs fan as I am, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so that you can stay in the know with daily news about our favorite team. Okay, let's talk PFF, Pro Football Focus. PFF grades every NFL player on every play on a scale of -2 to +2 using half-point increments. The grades are based on context and performance. Furthermore, grades are separated by play type. Beyond just an overall grade, an offensive lineman receives 1 grade for pass blocking and 1 for run blocking. The average grade is meant to be 0, and raw grades are normalized. In watching every game, PFF is also able to record info and create data that is typically unavailable. It is worth noting, though, that this grading system is not without scrutiny, but it's still fun to look at and talk about. So, let's talk about the 6 players that made the list. First up is Chiefs center Creed Humphrey. At 27, he played 1,328 snaps and had a PFF grade of 92.5. He allowed only 12 pressures in 20 games, including the playoffs. He was my runner-up for the Chiefs Rookie of the Year, and in my opinion, a top 3 center already in the entire NFL. I can't wait to see him continue to grow and develop with this team. Next up, the one, the only Travis Kelce, who played 1,041 snaps and earned a PFF grade of 87.1. Kelce racked up 1,425 receiving yards and 12 TDs in the regular season and in the playoffs. And here's an interesting stat. Passes that were thrown his way resulted in a 112.4 passer rating for Mahomes. That is incredible. Kelce scored a TD in each of his last 6 games. So basically, when in doubt, throw it to Kelce because he is that guy. Next up, Tyreek Hill was number 33 on the list. He played 991 snaps and earned a PFF grade of 87.1. We all know and love Hill's playmaking abilities. He was ranked 6th among receivers in the league this year, but is someone who scorches players on the regular with his unnatural speed and unique route running abilities. He often is used as a distraction and is consistently double teamed, which to me makes his numbers even more impressive. So let's talk numbers. He had over 1,200 yards receiving and 9 TDs this season. Hill caught over 70% of passes thrown his way, plus had a 75-yard TD in the regular season and a 64-yard TD in the playoffs. It's also worth noting that this is with most defenses playing the Chiefs in mind of the big play and doing everything they can to take that away. Okay, next up is Chris Jones. He played 764 snaps and earned a PFF grade of 83.4. He started the year, as we know, as a full-time edge rusher, but we all know he thrives on the inside. As an edge rusher, he recorded 21 pressures in 6 games, but when he was back inside, he finished the season with 75 pressures, including 10 in the playoffs. Chris Jones was ranked 3rd among interior defensive linemen and will definitely be around next year. The rest of the D-line, in my opinion, is in question to some extent, but Chris Jones is here to stay. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, can you do me a favor and hit that like button so more Chiefs fans can find content like this? All right. Next on the list is Joe Thuney. He played 1,328 snaps and earned a PFF grade of 82.6. He was brought in last season as part of the O-line overhaul, and he played part of the season with a broken hand. That's right, a broken hand, cast, and all that. And I believe he didn't miss a snap this entire season. I could be wrong, but he definitely played the majority of them, even with injured. On top of all that, he only allowed 17 pressures all season, and I read that he allowed 17 pressures last season as well when he was with his previous team. It was the Patriots, but he played several hundred less snaps last year than he did this year. Insanity. All right, last on the top 100 list is Patrick Mahomes. He played 1,308 snaps and earned a PFF grade of 81.8. He did have a career low average yard per pass at 7.4, but we know that's because defenses tried their best to take away the deep ball. In 2020, he only had 6 interceptions, but more than doubled them this year with 13. With all that being said, though, he still finished the season with 4,839 passing yards, which was the 4th best in the NFL, 37 TDs, tied for 4th best in the NFL, and a QBR of 62.2, which is 5th best in the NFL. So here's the thing. Mahomes is an all-star, elite level QB who, even on a down year in which he was broken, figured out, the league caught up to, etc., he was still a top 5 QB in the entire NFL and helped lead his team to their 4th straight AFC championship. We know it didn't go how we wanted, but look, we are blessed to have Mahomes, man. He's incredible. With all that being said, what are your thoughts on this list? Do you agree with who made it? Do you care at all? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe for more content like this. I post daily news about the Chiefs, and we'll be doing news like this all year long. So until next time, let's go. Let's go. How about those